Hi guys, how are you? It's Jennifer with One Crafty Sister coming to you on Monday night for some live crafting. It's the start of another week and I am excited to be here to share it with you. So while the video populates in everyone's feed, I'm gonna really quick, like I normally do. You guys know I come over here and I share it to my group. So as you come in, let me know that you're here. And let's see, let me refresh this screen. Let me know that you're here. Tell me hi if you are watching the replay. Still let me know. Let me know that you're here. Okay, here we go. Share to a group. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Kat. How are you today? All right, I've shared it over to my group. So some of you may wonder, like, why the heck does Jennifer go live here but share it over there? So the reason that I go live in my One Crafty Sister business page is so that it's out there for anyone that wants to see it and watch it. And it also means that you can share it. So if you enjoy watching my Monday night lives, I encourage you to share it with your friends, and I appreciate it because that's how my videos and my crafts will get out to some more people. So thank you for doing that. You just click the share button and you can share it with your friends, or you can have a watch party. I appreciate all the shares, likes, and comments, but that's why I do it on my business page. Now I have One Crafty Sister VI Peeps, which is my business group. That's my VIP group. And if you're not in there, you'll want to join there. And in the description of the video, there is a link for you to join that group. And so that is a group, which what's good about a group is you already know me and you want to hear from me, but sometimes the Facebook analytics makes it really hard on a business page because there's so many people out there that want your attention, or so many things out there on Facebook that it's hard for them to put it all in front of you. But when you're in a group, you get some more notifications, so you'll know a little bit more and sooner when things happen than if you're just on my business page. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's why I go live in one place but share it to my group, because that helps my videos be more visible to people out there, especially when you share them and like and comment. So thank you for all of that. And so today, if you guys didn't know, we have a really awesome designer series paper sale going on. So we have 15 of our beautiful designer series papers that are on sale for 15% off right now. And tonight I'm going to share with you some quick projects that you can do for Halloween treats. So here's the thing about Halloween. Halloween may not be completely normal right now. So if you have, if you do trick-or-treating, certainly we're not going to have a bunch of kids grabbing in baskets and stuff. But you might want to do something a little different. And I know at our office, we're not having like baskets and bins of candy out because that's a bunch of hands in there. Just one of the precautions that we're taking. So I still want to give some candy out to some people. So I thought I'm going to use some of this pretty paper to fancy up really quick, cute candy, fancy up the candy, because that's just going to make it more fun. And why not make Halloween fun when kind of not everything in the world is fun right now? So let's make it pretty. And then when we give it out to people, they will have a little extra sense of when we get it, because they might not get as much candy this year as they did in years before. Although I did hear on the news the other night that candy sales are through the roof. I don't know if that's because we have all the munchies sitting at home, or that we're not, I don't know what it is, but evidently candy sales are huge. So I'm going to flip the camera down and I'm going to show you this paper we're going to use, and then we're going to make a couple fun projects. So let's see here. Okay, so here is the Magic is the Night Designer Series paper. And if you like Halloween paper, but also like really pretty things, then you're going to want to write down this number to put it on your wish list. 153516. That is the number for the Magic is the Night Designer Series paper. And with the 15% off sale, the pack is only $9.78. Okay, $9.78. Now, one of the projects I'm going to show you, oh, I wish I had a calculator handy. Let's see. I think I do. You could take this one pack of $9, let's see, clear, $9.78. There's 12 sheets times 448, divided by 48. Okay. Oh, you could make a bunch of these little cute projects that I'm going to show you at only like 20 cents a piece. So what a fun way. But let me show you these papers. And you've seen some projects that I've made already with this, because this is hands down one of my favorite Halloween papers that we've had because it's so versatile. My nails are ready for Halloween, right? So they're kind of orange and sparkly. But this paper has these gorgeous black watercolored roses and flowers, so pretty. And then on the other side of that are these fun bats. And again, it's kind of like a smoky, dark night. If you can imagine, like crawling around in a cave and the bats are coming out at you, that's what that looks like. This is a fun and very versatile. If you remember, if you were in my Stampin' Bingo, our virtual Stampin' Bingo, we made some Thanksgiving cards with this, just showing you how versatile this paper is, but it would be perfect for fun Halloween projects. And on the back side is this really cool spider webby lace that's black and white. There is a crushed curry spider webby doily lace, which is really pretty. It's got spider webs. It's got, I'm trying to think what else it's got on here. I mean, it's doilies and spider webs and loop-de-loops and all kind of pretty things. And on the back of that are these cool bats that have this really neat, kind of the similar design that's on here, but inside the bats. We have this really pretty kind of vintagey wallpaper looking Cajun craze with a black design. I like that it looks all spongy and you don't have to do that. And on the back are these really versatile, it's black with these little white stripes. This might be one of my favorites, pretty peacock, like a brocade. And I used this on some wedding cards earlier last month that you would have caught on my live. And then another floral pattern, not a little bit smaller design than these, a little bit different, but still pretty. And then these fun spiders in Blackberry Bliss. And then the back of these have this really cool kind of diamond checkerboard. So really just some really cool, versatile paper. And again, this is the Magic in the Night Designer Series paper. And so we're going to fancy up a couple packs of candy. So let's see. Let me show you the first one. So this is our first project. So this is actually a pack of Reese's Pieces because my boss really loves Reese's Pieces, and he is leaving us for a new job in about 3 weeks. And so I thought I've already bought him extra Reese's peanut butter cups, but he loves anything Reese's. So I thought I would have these and give them to him before he leaves. So this is just with a piece of the designer series paper that's 6 inches by 8.5 inches that you can wrap around. And then we're also going to make a really quick and cute diaper fold, which you can stick candy in. And this would be great if you wanted to give some candy out to a group of people, like at an office or something like that. So this is one of my favorite kind of go-to when you need a quick something. You can put Ghirardelli squares in there. I have a few little different packs of candy in here. I have some chocolate and a little Laffy Taffy and some bottle caps. You can put pretty much anything in here that you have. I had some Halloween candy. So we're going to make these quick and cute projects. So this is the pack that I'm going to wrap because Milk Duds are my husband's favorite. He likes to eat these with popcorn at the movies. And so again, you can get these at the dollar store and other places too. But they're super fun to have like a little bit bigger, more substantial pack of candy. And all I'm going to do is take my designer series paper that again is 6 by 8.5. Just going to put it down here, and I'm just going to pick the paper up, and I'm going to pull, and I'm going to kind of just crease the edges. No need to measure for this. We just need to get the edges kind of nicely creased. So I'm just using my fingers, and then I will take, after I do that part, we'll just take my paper and fold it and crease it. You can use your bone folder for this. I'm just using my fingers, keeping it super simple. And then I'm going to take and adhere it to our box. So I'm just going to run a line of our Stampin' Seal Plus. It's our little bit stronger adhesive. And I don't know if you have seen how this looks different than our Stampin' Seal, but if you look, you can see there are little lines. This adhesive comes off in little, like a strip of little lines of adhesive, and it is a permanent adhesive that sticks pretty darn well, let me tell you. It's not going to go anywhere. So I've got that in place, and then what you've basically done is just created a little slider. Another thing you can do this with is Hershey bars or any kind of candy bars. These are fun. Yeah, Carolyn, David does love them, so that's always been one of his favorite candies, especially, like I said, when we go to the movies. Now, one thing I forgot to do, and I'm just going to take this off, I want to stamp Happy Halloween on here, and we are going to use the Hollows Night Magic stamp set, which coordinates with the paper. There's also dies that go with it. We are going to use the Happy Halloween, the Open If You Dare, and this fun spider that coordinates with the paper. And I don't know about you, but in my craft room, I end up with like a pile of labels and punched pieces and stuff that either I didn't use or I cut too many or something like that. So I kind of have them sitting here. And so I pulled all of my little pieces from that little pile because you got to use it, right? And you already did the work, so let's just use it. I'm going to stamp the Happy Halloween right up here in the top. Now, I recommend stamping it before you put it together. However, if you do this like I did, you can fold it flat, okay, so it's pretty flat. And then I'm just going to kind of look and put that down. So it's not too lumpy, so it shouldn't be a total disaster if you forget. So there I have the Happy Halloween on there. And, oh, I still need that ink pad. And now I'm going to take the black and I'm going to stamp Open If You Dare right on the side here. I need to zoom you guys in a little bit more so you can see a little closer. Okay. Is that better? I'm going to take my Blackberry Bliss ink And I'm going to stamp, I'm just going to ink it up once, and then I'm going to stamp the spider, and then I'm just going to go all over in different directions to kind of just, oops, fill this up with a bunch of scary kind of spider images. So now you've got that. So that part is done. Let's go ahead and put that back on our Milk Duds. Carolyn, do you eat them with your movie popcorn like your brother does? Because we can't go to the movies without getting that. All right, I think I'm going to do something a little different. So I did a bow on this one, but I think I'm not going to do a bow on this one. What I am going to do, I want it to look more spider webby, so I want to keep kind of that width of it because it's just so cool. So I think I am going to tie a knot, but I'm going to hide the knot behind my label here. So I've got a piece of it here that I'm just going to kind of, it's stuck on the box. Just going to pull into a knot. I need a little longer. I'm good at tying knots, but not quite that good with that little tiny piece. So this ribbon is fun to play with, and it is easy to tie bows, so that's why I tied the bow on the other one, because I mean, look at this. Bows are super cute and it holds its shape really well. But you might not want to tie a bow, so we'll go with a knot, and just know that when this slides off and you got to get it over something hard like these edges, it does catch on things. So now I'm just going to trim this completely off. I'm going to kind of spread it out again so we see more of that webbing, because that's the cool part. And then I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals right above, right over that little knot. So we're going to hide the knot. You could also wrap the ribbon around this way. The reason why I did it across the end this way is because I thought it would kind of keep this from sliding off right now. So if you wanted to get into it, you can pull this off and then put it back on. But there is project number one, some cute little wrapped candy. So like I said, you could do this with Hershey bars or any kind of long, skinny piece of candy, you know, pretty much anything. And that's just a fun way to make a box of Dollar Tree candy, you know, just even that much more special. So there's our project number one. And our project number two is this little diaper fold. And let me tell you, if you haven't done these before, these are like one of the easiest, best things to learn how to do. So when you do these, all you need is a 6x6 square of designer series paper. You can also use cardstock or anything, but of course we're using our designer series paper because it's on sale. And all you have to do is, now whichever, I'll tell you this, let me just take this out for a minute. Whichever print you want on the outside, that's what you're going to put down when you start folding. So the piece, the design that you have facing you is going to be what is in the inside here. and on the flap right here, okay? So you're just gonna take, this is kind of like origami, but this paper is not as thin as origami paper, but you're just gonna fold it into a triangle, but this is kind of like an origami process. So we've got it folded over, and now I'm gonna take, and I don't measure this, it's really, once you've made it, you know, you kind of can just keep making this over and over again. You're gonna kind of be a little more than halfway. You wanna bring this point across. You're trying to create like a, what do you call the, oh my gosh, math has been a long time ago. The kind of triangle that is almost like equal on all sides, of equilateral. I cannot even remember because it's been that long, and do you really use math that much? I don't. And then you're just going to take the other piece and bring it over here. Okay. So you can see why this is called a diaper fold. When we used to have cloth diapers, you would put it on the baby, you would fold, pull a piece up between his legs or her legs, and you would fold one piece over and put a safety pin in it and fold it over, or a diaper pin and put the diaper pin over here. Now this one is going to fold down. And what's cool about it is that this doesn't require any adhesive, because with the way that you fold it, it all sticks together so nice and easy. But we still need to decorate it. So by the way, I didn't tell you the name of this really cool spider webby ribbon back here. This is called the metallic mesh ribbon. And it can be used in so many different ways, and not just on Halloween projects, but I wanted to tell you what the name of that was. And we're going to be using the glittered organdy ribbon on this, which is a fun, sparkly black ribbon. And all I want to do is cut a couple pieces that are just a tiny bit wider than our little project here. And we're just going to use some glue dots, and we're just going to layer them. So if you see here, we're just giving a little bit of fun to poke out there. So I'm just going to add a glue dot to the bottom. Oops. Pop that one there. You just need a couple. Just goes kind of right in the center. Like so. And then we need to do some stamping on here so we can put our cute little sentiment on there. So I am going to use, we're going to use some of that Memento Tuxedo Black, because we're going to stamp another spider. We got all kind of spiders tonight. And then I'm actually using a different stamp set on this. So this is the Little Treats stamp set that we're using here, okay? And we're going to use this fun little spider, and then this sentiment that says, a little treat for someone sweet. And we're going to stamp this one in Cajun Craze, because our paper is Cajun Craze, and that color doesn't get enough love. So we are going to stamp our sentiment right there. These dies are the stitched shape dies. So this is the little oval. And then we're going to stamp another only kind of cute spider in the world that there are ones that are made of paper. This one's cute because he has all little swirlies on his body, but we're actually going to cover up the swirlies because we need some bling. So I'm going to add one of these fun iridescent pearls right to the center of his body to make him all fun and cute. And then, whoops, I dropped it on the floor. There it is. Okay. add a couple dimensionals, and we're going to add this to the front of our little pocket, our little diaper fold. And then you can stick whatever you want in it. So I have a whole bunch of candy over here. Because I always have candy. Because, you know, you never know when you're going to need to fill some little package with all kind of candy. So you can put all kind of things in here. Whoops. Fill them up with all kind of candy. And what I would do is I would, as they all slide out, the Ghirardelli squares are perfect for in here because they sit in and they don't really fall out like that. But if you do these, stack them up in a little box or a bin and then walk around and hand them out, you know. So super cute little project. And then because I brought these out, I want to show you one other even like simpler and smaller cute little thing that you can do with these. And a paper trimmer and your Halloween paper. So let me just pull out some of this, and I'm just going to grab, let's see, a couple of these little small pieces. See what I have here in my scraps. Oops. Let's see. This would, oh, I'll use that. That would work. Let's see. We'll use one of those. We got that, that. We need one more color. I'll just use a piece of that. Okay, let me show you what we're going to do with this. We are going to take and cut down some of this paper to 1 by 3 inches. So this is already a 1-inch strip. So let's see, I think this is already 3 inches, so we just need to cut it to 1. So you just need a few little strips of your paper. Let's see, we'll do this one, 1 by 3. I'm going to do 4 of them here for fun. I'm using my little Stampin' Up! Mini trimmer to quickly trim some strips. Alright, and now all you're going to need is some kind of adhesive. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I am just going to add some adhesive on each of the ends, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around, let's see, my little nugget. So what this does, oh, I think, which color? Oh, I think I'm going to do them all these. Okay. So what this does is just takes this cute little candy and kind of takes it up a little notch by adding something fun to it with some color. And you can do one of two things. I would say take and make these and give, you can make one per person. So I'm going to show you something else that you can do just to add a little more oomph to this. So it's really easy just to wrap these. So you can put them all together if you want, but you could also take, and I have like a little stack of white strips down here, And we have, if you have our itty bitty greetings stamp set, there is a little stamp in here that says trick or treat. See if I can find it. I've been really bad with this one. It looks like I have no stickers on it. Where's it at? There it is. Let me go ahead. Oh, I'm not going to add the sticker on it right now. We're going to stick this on here, and I'm going to use the black ink. And I'm just going to stamp a couple of these on this strip. And I don't care if they're straight, and I'll show you why. This is a little bent. Little piece is bent. Let me get one more. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my scissors. I'm just going to trim it down. And using some of our mini dimensionals, one of these will fit right on the back there. Trick or treat. Let's see, hold on. I need to change how that goes, so we put this one up here. Trick or treat. And it's super simple, but you could totally make a ton of these with very, very little investment. And it just makes a little piece of candy something a little more special. You could put a piece of ribbon around it, but it is a piece of candy. It's going to be torn into and it's going to get thrown away, but it would be really cute like on a table. You could just walk around and drop them on desks, or have these when you go shopping and thank, you know, the people that are servicing you at all the places of business right now. There you go. Yeah, it's just a little easy little treat, and it doesn't take much. So even if you're on a budget and you could buy one bag of these Hershey's Nuggets and use some, and it doesn't even have to be Halloween paper. It doesn't even have to be. You can use any kind of paper, and if it's black, if it's, you know, look, this is not really Halloween paper, but when you put trick or treat on it, it becomes Halloween candy no matter what. All right, so one more. Let me trim this other one up. All right. Couple little more dimensionals. Okay. And there's just little simple trick or treats. No bows, no ribbons, no rhinestones, just some scraps of paper and your scraps of Whisper White. And make a bunch of them and hand them out. Yeah. Ta-da, ta-da. All right, so here are 3 projects made tonight. Our big box candies. But again, you can use candy bars. our little diaper folds, and our little trick-or-treats. So just 3 really quick and easy ways that you could spice up your Halloween candy for this year. Since it might not be a normal Halloween, you could make it extraordinary, make it extraordinarily special instead of not so good, right? So it's all in the way you look at it. So there you go. Nicole says apparently she needs a jar of Whisper White. So I have 2 jars, and I actually just recently did this because that's a kind of measurement that I cut a lot of when I cut layers for cards. And so I had a lot, so I decided to make them really easy to use, you know. I'm trying to make it easier to just craft and have fun. So don't forget a couple things. We have that designer series paper sale, so you can shop at onecraftysister.com. Click the shop button, and the host code is right down here in the description. There are 15 papers, so you can see them all when you go to my shopping link. But it's the art. If you have ones on your list, the Artistry Blooms, 'Tis the Season, Forever Greenery, which is gorgeous. The Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper from the Fall Mini is so pretty. Trimming the Town, the really popular Plaid Tidings. The Toile Tidings Designer Series paper, which is a returning favorite from last year. The Peony Garden Designer Series paper. That's that paper that I used on my World Card Making Day project, one of them. So that was that one. And let's see. This is that Artistry Blooms, just in case you're wondering. And that is the Forever Greenery. Okay. We've also got the Heartwarming Hugs. You can see some of that here. The Magic in This Night, which we used tonight. The Snowflake Splendor, which is so pretty. The In Good Taste, absolutely one of my favorite papers in the whole catalog. All those textures and textiles. Playing with Patterns Designer Series paper, and the Playful Pets. So all of those are on sale. And this week is World Card Sending Week. So this is what I am going to offer you guys when you place an order with me this week between now and next Monday. Anyone that places an order of $50 or more, I am going to send a collection of 10 handmade cards. So I have a wide collection of cards, and they're going to be my choice, my collection. I'm just going to pick a bunch. I'll include envelopes for you. Okay, so you're going to have 10 beautiful random cards sent to you. Oh, I remember making that watercolor card. That's fun. So you'll get 10 cards. Okay, so when you spend $30 or more, you'll automatically get my tutorial bundle. Let me pop up to my face. Ooh. So you'll get the tutorial bundle with any orders from my online store of $30 or more, and that's 15 projects each month, new projects, a PDF download with amazing projects. And so they are thankful themed for this month, so you will love those. And then with orders of $50 or more, I'm going to send you 10 cards out of my collection. So I hope you guys had a great night, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday right here, same place, same time. Hope you guys have a good night. Bye.